French Revolution, beginning in 1789 and ending in the late 1790s, was a time of bloodshed and betrayal. In this video, we will focus on the Women's March on Versailles. This mob of 7,000 women courageously stormed the king's court, holding the king and queen responsible for the country's famine. To begin, the March on Versailles was not until after the infamous Bastille Day. On July 14th, the Third Estate raided a huge political prison in Paris and started the revolution. Inspired by the American Revolution, these French revolutionaries protested unfair representation of the three estates and demanded constitutional government. It was Rousseau who once said,
"I think it impossible that the great monarchies of Europe can last much longer."
And he was right. Fast forward to 4 days before the march, on October 1st, King Louis XIV and his wife Queen Marie Antoinette continued to feast lavishly while the price of bread insistently rose throughout France. Bread was very important to the French people because it was their main diet. Peasants, especially women, were enraged by this. On October 5th, these women gathered in the central marketplace of Paris and marched to Versailles. Today, it would take 4 hours to march from Paris to Versailles. In the 1700s, it took the entire day. The whole way, women marched to the chanting of
bread! Bread! Where's the bread? Bread! I want bread! 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 Bread!
And screamed insults at Queen Marie Antoinette. By the time they arrived, most of their anger was focused on the queen. They stormed the palace for the food and the queen, who barely escaped through a secret passage in King Louis's apartments. Eventually, she was caught and stood on her balcony while the crowd threw things, hollered insults, and pointed muskets at her. Remarkably, they did not kill her, but instead took her and King Louis back to Paris, where they would later be imprisoned and executed. The most significant part about the Women's March on Versailles was that it was led entirely by women. Because of their notable role in the revolution, their general social status increased. In this defining moment of the revolution, these powerful women outshone the rich, literate bourgeoisies.